Russian President Vladimir Putin has embarked on an ambitious quest, instructing officials to trace and reclaim properties that once belonged to the former Russian Empire and the Soviet Union, USSR. The presidential decree earmarks funds for the state office tasked with conducting searches for assets abroad and ensuring the proper registration of Russian property rights. Bloomberg reports that the decree does not specify the budget size for this operation or provide details on the specific properties being sought. The entity charged with executing this monumental task has been christened the Department of Foreign Assets of the Administrative Directorate of the President of the Russian Federation, according to the Russian state news agency TASS. The allocated funds are intended to cover expenses related to the search process for real estate owned by the Russian Federation, the former Russian Empire, the former USSR. Additionally, the funds will be used for the proper registration of property rights and the legal protection of these properties. Beyond the presidential administration, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs will also play a role in addressing this matter, as stipulated by the decree. It is noteworthy that in 2021, Russia had ceased allocating funds for the investigation of real estate abroad. The new regulation revives this funding mechanism, entrusting a designated entity with the responsibility to search for and safeguard Russian assets overseas. The motive behind the decree remains unclear, but Putin's interest in former imperial holdings raises concerns about his geopolitical ambitions, particularly in neighboring states. Russia's invasion of Ukraine has already heightened European security concerns. At its zenith, the Russian Empire encompassed territories that now constitute present-day Poland and the Baltic states of Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, as well as Finland. The empire's dissolution, triggered by political pressures stemming from World War I and the Bolshevik Revolution of 1917 led by Vladimir Lenin, marked the establishment of the communist state. The subsequent formation of the Soviet Union in 1922 extended its reach across most of the former empire's territory, excluding Poland and Finland. The USSR persisted until its dissolution in 1991, leading to the independence of the Baltic states, the Caucasus, Ukraine, Belarus, and Central Asia. The recent decree, while lacking specific details, has sparked speculation about the potential geopolitical implications of Putin's interest in reclaiming historical assets. Interestingly, amid these developments, the European Union began implementing a proposal by the European Commission in January. This proposal involves utilizing $300 billion of frozen Russian assets in the interest of Ukraine. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky welcomed this initiative, considering it a just and legal step and a deterrent signal to potential aggressors globally. In response, Russian officials issued threats of possible legal action and pledged a stern response if Russian assets faced seizure, branding any such attempt as outright theft in the eyes of the Kremlin. The unfolding events continue to underscore the complexities and tensions surrounding Russia's historical and contemporary geopolitical footprint. Putin's focus on regaining former imperial territories sparks apprehensions about his geopolitical aspirations, especially in light of Russia's incursion into Ukraine. The European Union's decision to employ $300 billion of frozen Russian assets for Ukraine has heightened tensions. Russian officials are warning of legal repercussions and a robust reaction if assets are confiscated, denouncing any such move as outright theft. These developments highlight the intricate geopolitical dynamics entwining Russia's historical legacy and its present influence on the global stage.